Most people think making $10,000 per month is almost impossible unless you work 14 hours a day, barely sleep, and hustle like a maniac. But that's not true at all. It's not about grinding harder. It's not about waking up at 4 in the morning, drinking black coffee, and doing cold plunges. It's about choosing the right way to make money. There's a big difference between working hard and working smart. Some ways to make money are slow and painful. Others are fast and simple. When you do it the smart way, it feels almost illegal because of how easy and quick it happens. Now, if you're wondering why you should listen to me, my name is Fred and I come from a low middle class family, but it hasn't prevented me from building the online business that's made me thousands of dollars a day in profit, working from home in my bathroom. Recently, in fact, I made over $4,600 in just 48 hours. So I do know a thing or two about making money remotely, and that's exactly why I'm making this video for you today. Let's start by changing how you think about business. Most people treat it like it's this big mystery, like only certain people with fancy degrees or tech skills can do it. But business is actually just math. That's it. I have no university degrees, none. Yet, I still make more money than most people with MBAs and PhDs. Imagine you're selling lemonade. If each cup costs $1 and you want to make $100, how many cups do you need to sell? 100. Simple, right? Now, imagine if you were selling fancy lemonade for $10 a cup. Suddenly, you only need to sell 10 cups to make that same $100. That's the basic idea of what I'm talking about. And the faster you understand this, the faster you will stop wasting time with random business models that make life much harder than it needs to be. The reason most people stay stuck is because they chase low profit ideas. They try to sell cheap things like a $20 t-shirt or a $30 candle. The problem with that is simple. You need a lot of people to buy to make any decent money. If you're trying to make $10,000 in a month and your product is $50, you need 200 people to buy it every single month. That's 200 orders, 200 customers, 200 problems. And guess what? 200 chances for something to go wrong. I don't know what you think, but that's a lot of stress and chaos for a small amount of money. Now, here's where things get interesting. Let's flip the math. Instead of selling something cheap, what if you sold something for $1,500, for example? Now, I know it might sound like a big number, but stay with me. If you sell something for $1,500, you only need 7 customers in 1 month to make $10,000 or more. That's it. 7 customers in 30 days. Now think about how much easier that is. You don't need 200 people. You just need 7. That's less than 2 new customers per week. You're making $10,000, but with way less stress and way more breathing room. That's the power of selling high-ticket offers. It means higher price, higher value, fewer sales, and more profit. Now you might be wondering, okay, but what am I even selling for $1,500? And that is a great question. You're not going to be selling t-shirts or mugs. You're going to be offering a solution to a painful problem. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots fill up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. That is what people pay big money for. People don't pay a lot for random stuff. They pay a lot when they believe that thing will fix a big problem in their life. Let me give you some real examples. Someone who's overweight and tired all the time might pay $1,000 or $1,500 for fitness coaching that finally helps them to lose weight and feel better. A business owner who's been struggling to grow online might pay that much or more to get help with their social media content. An agency that's struggling to get new clients might pay that much to help finding new leads and customers. A content creator who's been overwhelmed by editing videos might pay someone to handle it just for them. Here's what's amazing about this business model. You don't even need to be the one doing the service. You don't need to be the editor. You don't need to be the lead generation expert. You just need to know about how to find people with a problem and then connect them with someone who can solve that problem. This is called service arbitrage. It's when you sell the service for a higher price, then pay someone else a lower price to do the work and you keep the difference. This is literally what all service businesses do. They hire you and they keep most of the profit. For example, let's say you sell video editing for $1,500 a month. Then you go on a freelance site like Fiverr or Upwork and you hire a great editor for $500 a month. You give them the job, they do the work, and you keep the other $1,000. They get a new client thanks to you, and you make more money. Everybody wins. So with one client, one sale, you just made $1,000 without having to do the actual work yourself. Now this is when people usually panic and say, but I don't have any skills, I don't know how to do any of that stuff. And here's the truth. That's totally fine and normal when you're just getting started. But remember, people don't pay you for your knowledge or your qualifications or whatever. They pay you for the result they want to get. They don't care if you have a degree. I have no university degrees. They care about one thing only. Can you help them to solve their problem? If the answer is yes, they won't pay you. So your job is not to be an expert or a master at that thing. Your job is to be the person who solves the problem, either directly by doing it for them or hiring someone who can. The key is to make your offer super clear. Don't just say, I do fitness coaching. That is way too general. Instead say, I help busy dads to lose 10 pounds in 30 days without going to the gym. Now it is specific. It talks about the person you help, the problem you solve, and the result they won't get. That is what makes people say yes. Now, let's talk about how to get clients, because this is where most people get stuck. They think they need a gigantic budget for ads or a giant following. No, you can get started by getting clients for free using social media. That means posting content that speaks directly to the people you want to help. Use short videos like Reels, TikToks, and Shorts to grab attention. Use long videos on YouTube or even Instagram to build trust. Make your content all about the problem you solve and how you can help. You don't have to try and look perfect. Just talk like a real person. Share tips, show results if you can, and talk about your offer in a clear, understandable way. When people like, comment, or follow you, don't just sit there. Send them a message. Ask them what they've been struggling with. See if they need help. And if they do, you invite them on a free call. On the call, you let them talk about their problems. Really understand what's blocking them. And if you can help them, you make them an offer. That's it. If they're a good fit, most of the time they'll say yes and you get paid. You either do the work or hire someone who can. That's the full process. So at first you don't need paid ads, a fancy website, fancy tech, just content, conversations, and a clear offer. Now, I really want to drive this next point home. Business is not about motivation. It's about numbers. You have to treat it like a simple game of cause and effect, because that is what it is. Business is mathematics. If you want to make $10,000 per month and you sell something for $1,500, you just need 7 sales. If your offer is $2,000, you need 5 sales, so even less. If you close 1 out of every 4 people you talk to, you need to get on 30 calls a month. If you want 30 calls in a month, you need to do about 1 call per day, so it's not that much really. And to get 1 call per day, you might need to send 100 new messages per day. You can even book more calls with that, but your job every day is to send 100 new messages and post content. That's the pipeline. That's how the machine runs. If you track your numbers, you'll know exactly what to do and where to improve. If you don't track, you're just guessing. And we don't make decisions based on what we guess. We make decisions based on the numbers. That's how we make money. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots fill up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. So here's the number one mistake people make. They freeze. They overthink everything. They wait for the perfect idea, the perfect time, the perfect logo, the perfect website. And they end up doing nothing. Overthinking is the biggest killer of momentum. You don't need to be ready. You don't need to be confident. Confidence comes from action. The more you do, the better you get. You don't learn business by reading about it or watching videos all day. You learn by talking to people, making offers, messing up, fixing it, and doing it again. So here's your fast track plan. Step 1. Pick a service that solves a real problem. Make sure it's something that helps people make money, save time, or feel better. Step 2. If you can't do the service yourself, go find someone who can and make a deal with them. Step 3. Package your offer in a clear and specific way. Step 4. Post content every single day about the problem you solve and the people you help. Step 5. Talk to the people who engage with your content. Start real conversations, qualify them, and book calls. Step 6. Close the sale, deliver the result, and repeat. That's it. This is how you build a business that feels like it's too good to be true. Not because it's fake, but because it's so simple once you stop overthinking and actually start doing it. Anybody can start this. You just need to shift your mindset, learn the basic math, and be willing to take risks and take consistent action. You have to realize, top 1% in the world isn't $1 million. So you have to do what most people are not willing to do. Most people stay broke because they never take that first step. But you can, and once you do, you'll never look at money the same way again. Now, if you're serious about becoming financially free this year, then click the link in the description below, because I've made a video where I'm going to explain how I've been able to make more than $1,000 a day in profit. And right now, we're also offering a few free strategy calls with me or a member of my team to help you come up with a custom game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less. So click on the link in the description below, watch the video and book your free call before all the spots are taken. With that being said, I'll see you on the other side.